Experience failure. I look at things a little bit different when it comes to failure. If I could count the number of wins to failures throughout just my work life, my career path, it'd be heavily outweighed by the failures. They're going to happen. They're absolutely going to happen. Putting it into shooting in those type of words and those type of environments, failure is a very positive thing when I'm dealing with my students when they miss shots or they're not getting something, they're not doing something right, it's falling apart. If you are in a comfort zone the entire time and you're keyholing shots, what are you learning? If you're never pushing it to the point where things start to fall apart a little bit because you're going too fast. Then you figure out what you did wrong, you dial it down a little bit and try to figure it out. That's what you do. It's not a failure if you learn something from what just happened. Failing at something and not doing anything about it, now that's an issue. Then you are simply just failing. I never learned anything by doing it right every time. Those learning points are from failure. How am I going to do it better? How am I going to prevent that from happening again? Those all come from shortfalls, shortcomings, failures, missing the mark. So think of it that way, that when you come up short on something, you don't reach a goal, what did I do wrong? What can I do better the next time? Then it's not a failure. It's a learning point. You learned something. Go out there and crush the day.
Because this is too important, guys. Listen to me. Halloween's coming up. We've got a massive southern border issue. We've got fentanyl flying in across this country like nobody's business. We've got illegals coming in. We've got people we don't even know who they are. Here's the deal. Predators are out there, and they're out there targeting your children. So between communist China, the drug cartels down in Mexico, they are coming up with candy-colored fentanyl that will absolutely kill your kids. Killing 300 Americans a day with this crap coming across the border. Look at Halloween coming up. I'm telling each and every one of you, please do me a favor. Don't let your kids eat candy out there out of the bowls, as you're trick-or-treating. Come home, inspect everything. If you think anything is suspect, get rid of it. Pitch in the trash. Don't touch it. Just get gone. This stuff can be so deadly. I mean, just your mere skin contact with it, depending on how potent of a fentanyl deal it is. So just I'm telling you, apply caution there. Here's the other thing. We all know crime's up. We all know all kinds of crazy things are going on. However, you're seeing a spike in whether they're planned carjackings with kids in them, robberies gone bad. I don't know. Here's the thing. If you're going to the gas station, don't leave your car running while you're sitting there pumping gas. Just please apply some common sense measures.
Being productive, doing things that you want to do and learning and all that stuff. You can't do that if you're wasting time. And you certainly, there's different levels of wasting time. I don't consider resting wasting a time, but there's certain levels of wasting time. There's a gross abuse of wasting time, and that is focusing on negativity, having spats with other people. You know what? We're like this. Hey, man, kind of borrowing this from Pat Mack, you and him, and he had that conversation. There's plenty of business out there. You got a problem and you solve it, you're going to be successful. Yeah. You just have to do your best. Yeah. There's no reason to waste time on arguing with other people. Why? What do you know about this, man? Or that's where'd you get
Yeah.
that? The '90s or whatever. You don't
Mm-hmm.
talking about wasting time. That's a terrible waste of your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and the problem is, all right, let's just be as honest as we can. If I didn't have to be on social marketing, and that's my verbiage, social marketing, I wouldn't be on it, right? Doesn't do anything for me. Um, hey man, if I want to keep up with people, dude, I'm gonna shoot them a text or give them a phone call, right? But think about it. We've had patrons go, "Hey man, oh this platform is toxic. Why are you on it? Why are you following them?
Mm-hmm.
Why you getting suckered into to having this bickering contest with whoever?" And it kind of segues into my almost an epiphany type moment, right? So, if you guys watch Fox News, especially Tucker Carlson, last couple nights, old um, Kanye, now just Ye West, um,
Hmm.
was on a show. And here's the thing, man. I didn't have one way or another about the guy, right? All right, he's a rapper. I think he hung out with the Obamas, whatever, right? But here's the thing. He spoke in great detail about at least how his circle, and I guarantee it's all the rest of the circles, are manipulated. They're manipulated by politicians. So he gave an example. Hey, him and Obama, when he was putting out the Obama message, were best of buds. Kind of goes against it. Now they're not talking. You know, he was a Trump supporter. Oh, you can't be a Trump supporter or else you're going to sit there and get freaking smashed and, cancel culture and all this other crap. Okay. Well, then he makes a bold statement last week, Paris fashion show there, comes out with a t shirt that says White Lives Matter. People are enraged, man. And here's a guy who's very much pro life. He's wearing a lanyard around his neck that had a ultrasound of a baby on there. And he speaks very intelligently, and he can address some black issues we're spot on going, hey man, 50% of the black women in New York City abort their babies. Wow. And I mean, he knows statistics, he knows numbers, he knows all this stuff. But I was just absolutely blown away how you either tote the party line or you get canceled. So going on that whole negativity thing, who are you getting or who are you having this argument with? Who's this toxicity that you're looking at? Or who's this person that you think is true, but they're not? They're manipulated. You know,
Yeah.
old Kim got busted. Um, she got fined like $1.3 million because she had that cryptocurrency kind of ad, but one little hashtag ad way down at the bottom didn't really divulge it was an ad. And he pretty much said she's about fake is fake. She's going to put out or say whatever it is she's told to say. And just talked about the cronies and influencers around them that are just pumping them this rubbish. And so I caution people out there. And this is why I'm not a big fan of celebrities unless you physically know them, unless you've actually chatted with them. Where's their stance? What are they doing? Are they giving a show on one side and really this kind of other person on the backside?